Yo, it's Sneaker Show Podcast. So we've got a guest this week, our guy JV, multi-business. He's got a sneaker business, a vintage business. He's making rugs as well, and now he's actually got it in a brick and mortar store. So we're really excited to talk to him. We've got the Air Max Pattas in a 5th colorway. We've got some Ultra Boosts. There's a lot of New Balance news with KITH and Ronnie Feig. It's a great episode. Coolest rugs. We talk so much about rugs. Fredo's here with me. Hey, Shay, how you doing, bro?
Good, dude. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good. It's too bad Nathan, during the podcast, something went wrong and he fell off. So it's just the two of us.
Yeah, he got swatted. He's incarcerated now. Free young Tabasco.
Free young Tabby. When you see those custom rugs like on Instagram or you're scrolling, do you ever see any that look good to you?
Honestly, I don't know, they're all like a sick design, but they just look like, I don't know, like they've been like trampled 100 times and the quality doesn't look great. But even like looking on JV's page, like in some of the bigger ones, you can see like the vacuum marks and like stuff like that. Like you can just tell that, I don't know, there's some love behind it.
Yeah,
They're
it's
actually
lush.
good quality.
Yeah, there's a thick 2 C's. He really puts it in. Yeah, it's quality work. And dude, you name it, he'll make it. You want the Cactus Jack logo? Cool. And it's not going to cost a Cactus Jack price. So coolest rugs. We'll dig into it. This is Sneaker Show Podcast. Rest in peace, young Tabasco. Let's go. Bro, you look good. That is a sick backdrop.
Thank you.
Let's get
I have to make
into
it
it.
look good. For sure.
I've never seen a Cactus Jack sleeping bag. You got it all, bro.
I got it. It's been a while. I got those on the release date. And I kept them for the longest time.
Has it been slept in?
No, not yet. It's still fresh.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's what we know about JV. Sneaker sales have never been bad for this guy. All right. He's always got lots of stock. Right now, we can see some Meniers, some ALDs. There's 4s, there's Dunks. He's got those foams. He's always got my attention on Instagram. Now, I would like to start with your rugs business, Coolest Rugs, JV.
Mm-hmm.
How many rugs have you done, my friend?
I've done a lot, man. Just under 300. Maybe 300, just under 300. 300 max.
You're not playing. You're real deal with this.
Man. This is not a joke. I'm like a laser, straight to the goal.
And for anyone who hasn't seen the Coolest Rugs Instagram, can you describe what your rugs look like? What's something that you've been proud to do?
My best piece is probably the biggest rug I've ever made, the 6x6, the Murakami one. Everyone loved that. I loved it. I wanted to keep it. I wanted to cancel the deal and keep it. Been laying on it for a few hours. I love that. I love that work. I enjoyed that one, making that one.
How did the Murakami deal come about?
There's a guy from Quebec, Buddha_apparel. He's the one that ordered that piece. What a pleasure to do that one. My biggest one, one of my best work. I was proud of that work. Every piece that I make, I'm like, oh man, it just gets better and better and better every time. And it's been a great ride, man. It's not something I imagined. Like 300 rugs, JV, it's something so different for me, but also like I really enjoy my work.
Yeah.
Laser blade, like straight to a goal.
I want to talk about how much like a Murakami would be if you bought the legit thing and how much that guy saved by getting it from you. But I think we all are distracted because we just saw a reg behind you. The Kid Cudi fell off the wall. If you look behind you, bro.
Oh, what?
Just while you were talking, it must be like on magnets or something.
This is the graduation.
It's Kanye
West.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Kid Cudi, Jesus Christ.
Come on, Tim.
He's so cultured, dude.
Or the culture.
It's Kid Cudi.
We better not fall. That ruined it.
It's all good.
I liked it.
You think his nose is going to start bleeding next? We,
The rug, or
we had a guest who was podding so hard, suddenly nosebleed, and he worked through it just the same as you're doing right now. It's all
Great
good.
content.
Yeah,
Mhm.
solid. So, like, fellas, if I was going to buy a Murakami actual legit rug for the house, what are we looking at?
A bag.
a car.
Yeah.
Like the amount of a Honda Civic, or are we like buying a Lexus?
Just under $1,000, probably, like a 2 feet, 3 feet rug.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm trying to get an answer. Cool. And your coolest rugs version of that, 6 feet by 6 feet. How much?
It's thick. I sold that for $650.
Dude.
Some people sell it for $750. You know, my price is one of the best as well.
So you'll do a custom if someone reaches out and they got something they want to do, if it was like a Sneaker Show podcast logo or something.
Do that, man.
Yeah.
A big one.
Okay,
We have
sick.
to for the background. Each and
So-
one of you guys.
That's a crazy idea too.
Seriously.
There are Nike swooshes. There's Jordan Jumpmans. He's done the dunks. He's done the Jordan 1 High. Tons of Travis Scott. The Cartman Mooning You is one of my favorite rugs. I'm for sure. I'm so sure I've seen you do a Kid Cudi. There's MF Doom.
Yeah, it's right behind him.
Now,
My-
so the rugs are going great, and you got a new place to make the rugs in. You got a new brick and mortar store to sell shoes in, and you're actually making the rugs there. Can you tell us about the building you're in?
the building I'm in, man, it's what a I'm so glad that one of my boys invited me to join them and build the store. They trusted me to be part of the team. It's been good so far, and we can't wait to open for the public. I'm basically here every day from 8 in the morning to midnight, sometimes 3 in the morning, because I'm so in the zone making rugs. I don't look at the clock. Busy, busy, busy. It's good busy though. Like I'm making orders every time, every day. It's a lot of work, but I enjoy it. I don't want to go back to work.
Yeah, you're all in. You really left your other job to do this full time.
All in, all in. Where I used to work was crazy, crazy place.
Yeah, when I met JV, I bought a pair of shoes off of him, and he was working security at one of the hospitals in town. And dude, he was telling me some stories, bro. So, how did you get connected to the vintage side of this store? The name of the store is For the Culture, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, so under the For the Culture umbrella, you've got the coolest rugs, you got 306, all the sneakers, and then vintage sauce as well.
Vintage sauce. They've been a good friend of mine for a very long time since high school. They're chasing their dreams as well. They saw opportunity on the vintage. They're always looking good, always fresh every day, and why not make some money out of your hobby, you know? And they're really working hard, man, chasing their dreams. The team here is different, man, like helping each other. It's amazing. It's amazing being here. I enjoy being here with the team.
Guys, I got like a real Tony Robbins vibe from the guys when I was there. Like, we're going to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was some life coaching. Like, these guys are
There's
on
no other way.
Gary
Like Kobe
positive.
Vee.
Bryant.
Yeah.
You have to, man, because it's hard. It's hard to stay motivated every time, but it's more than motivation. When you're dedicated and inspired and also motivated, there's you can't beat that, man. And especially you enjoy what you do something that you enjoy and believe what you're doing, you will make it, man. You know, you will make it.
I mean, it's a big decision to start paying rent in a building.
It is.
Things were going pretty well for you just being online. Can I ask you what really sold you on doing the brick and mortar store? What was the reason you went to it?
Mainly for my rugs. I wanted to show people my work, the quality of my work, being able to see what it actually looks like, because photos don't do justice with my work. So that's the main reason. Also, I've always wanted to own a business, like a store. So here I am with one of the best teams I've ever worked with. It's amazing. We're gonna make it.
Yeah.
We will.
Now, it might sound like we've talked about every aspect of this business, but if you go by for the culture and you're checking out sneakers and you're buying new vintage shirts, why not pick up a piranha? Because there are exotic fish in the back as well. The, the twist I wasn't expecting. Actual piranhas back there, bro.
Oh man, yeah. Baby freshwater sharks, little mini turtles, puffer fish. There's so many fishes here that I've never seen in my life. It's amazing. It's so cool. We saw fish with babies in their mouth, and then that was an
I thought it was
experience.
something like out of a Pixar movie. The mom has the babies in the mouth, and your buddy was opening up the mouth, and then all these babies are coming out. He's like, see, now I got a new aquarium full of these things.
Yeah, and not just like 5 fish. They're like 50 to 100, you know?
Yeah, man, it was wild.
It is wild.
Okay, so it's free parking at this place. If you'd like to like set up some private shopping, they'll close it down. You can peruse the place. DM JV. Shout out to this guy. Coolest Rugs, 306 Souls, For the Culture, Vintage Sauce. We've got all the links in the description of this podcast. Cool. All right. I think we got this off the ground. We know who we're talking to here, fellas. You want to look at some sneakers?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay.
Yes.
So this has had our attention ever since they announced it, and we keep getting a closer look at it. We're very excited for the reimagined Jordan 1 85 Chicago, the original that's coming out at Christmas. Here's what we've learned this week is that it is supposed to look like it's been sitting in a box for 30 years. That's the idea behind this shoe. That's the cracked leather, but it's still crispy red, and the shape of it is a little shorter, almost like it's a mid-wannabe. It is not cut as high. Here are some on-foot looks. Guys, I said last week that this is not a shoe for me, but I can appreciate how beautiful this shoe is. JV, Chicago,
Beautiful, man.
yeah?
Mhm.
How many pairs would you like to get?
As many as possible. Retail. Oh my God, it's so hard to get shoes nowadays, man. Even raffles, they get botted. It's crazy.
Yeah. So you're buying.
I'm buying mostly resale. I don't wake up in the 5 in the morning to cop one pair of shoe. It's something that never worked for me. The buy and sell that's working for me fairly well, and yeah.
JV, what's in your rotation? So I know, like, I went through all the Instagrams and I didn't really see much of like actually like stuff that you're wearing. But what kind of stuff have you been rocking?
I've been rocking my Brazils, the Dunk Brazils. I love that pair. The Hyper Royals, love that pair. And also in the winter, I rock my Yeezy insulated boot. Not the insulated, the yellow one, the yellow boot.
Yeah. Man, sulfur.
It's a crazy pair.
You're the first person I saw wear them.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. We're like floating in the air.
They're so ugly. Like this is the
what?
It's what there's two versions, right? There's like the slipper version, and then you got the winter one with the actual sleeping bag on the top that goes over top of your ankle, right? Yeah. And they're yellow.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the tread is like wild. But
love that boot.
Is it waterproof?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it does work in the winter.
Be a good winter shoe.
Oh yeah, really, really good.
What were you wearing the other day? You had those Pollen 550s on.
Pollen 550s. The New Balance.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I love those as well.
So you rock like everything. You don't discriminate.
Everything that I like that looks good on me. You know, I don't pick. I'm slowly trying to get into the New Balance, like the running shoes. Those are on the list right now that I'm trying to get as well.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
And the hot steps. Whew.
Let's have a look at these. Nathan's texting us right now. He's having some technical difficulties, so Tabasco has fallen off for a moment, but he'll pop back in when he can. We've been looking at these.
Those are the ones I'm talking about.
We've been looking at these. So this
Mhm,
is
they look comfy.
general release from New Balance, the 2002R. And I have not bought a 2002R yet. I really like the protection pack. These are, I think it's an olive. There's like a caramel or mandarin kind of color. And then the bottom's called Phantom. And
What's Phantom? Is that like navy?
yeah, it looks like dark gray, navy. They all have sort of a creamy midsole. Let me get a little closer on that one. Yeah, it is kind of navy.
I saw in some of the photos that these come with like that super creamy lace, like on that top pair.
That
Like
black
similar
one,
to the
so-
outsole.
Yeah.
They come with like a super creamy lace for all the pairs.
Well, it saves you buying them because
Yeah.
you put creams in everything.
Yeah.
Which one would you guys pick in that three?
That's what I was going to ask. What you feeling?
I'd probably pick the black. I like that
Yes.
that like midsole the best.
Mhm,
And I don't know. I think it'd be the easiest to wear. Not that the other two would be very hard, but
that's right.
I think they'd be a good wear.
I would go the same way.
Yeah, this dusty orange they're calling it is so similar to I think the
Oh, yeah,
Monarch
the Monarch.
Pattas. Even like
Yeah.
the mesh on the inside is that silver kind of color. But that's the pair that I was going to scoop because I just happened to be watching an email when they like hit Soul Stop and I was going to order them and I was like, hang on, don't I have these shoes technically right now? So it's it's just really tempting. I'm trying not to have 10 pairs of the same kind of shoe. I was going back and forth with Nathan about that. He's like, then you'd have 10 pairs of shoes you like. What's wrong with this? And I'm like, you got a pretty
Yeah.
good point. You're not wrong.
I saw the green in that like orangey colored pair
Yeah.
sitting, but I hadn't even seen the black pair.
And that's, of course, the one you want.
I know. I would have bought that black pair if they were sitting.
You're right. The black
Did they
pair.
release already?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did the black ones too?
Like I can't be sure. These are all what was this from? I think this is livestock. So they must be
Oh.
doing all three at once.
I knew that the green and like that orangey color were sitting on New Balance. Someone in CSX posted them, but I don't know. I wasn't like super into them. But if that black pair went up, they would have been on the way.
Fredo, you're right. They do have a creamier midsole on
Yeah.
the black pair than the other two. Yeah.
They look comfy.
Well, when Nate comes back on, we can talk about these Pattas. Let me just skip ahead to a pair of Ultra Boosts that our guy Shay is ready to tell us about.
Yeah, so these are the Mark Gonzalez collab. Actually didn't really know who this was, so I did a bit of research, but basically he's an artist, author, and he's actually a brand skater for Adidas. He's actually the one who designed and painted the Supreme flagship store back in 2011 when they opened their London location. Pretty easy. I think it's pretty easy wear, even though it's a pretty loud shoe. It's got that kind of like camo-esque design with his like shmoo graphic across the main prime in it. Semi-translucent gray cage and gum continental outsole. I always love the gum outsole. Doesn't really matter with the shoe, but yeah, these were released yesterday with some apparel, and there's still, I believe, there's some smaller sizes sitting on Adidas, like 8 and below or 8.5 and below. But I'd never really seen these until the other day. Super cool pair. I like these better than the Bape, those black Bape ones they came out with a couple weeks ago. But curious to see what you guys think. JV, are you an Ultra Boost guy at all?
Unfortunately not, sir.
No.
I don't look good on them, man. I'm too short. I got bulky legs. It's just not a good fit for me, man. They're super comfy though. Super comfy. I'm into dunks right now, man. Like dunk lows. Like some Yeezys,
Mm-hmm.
Wave Runners. I love those. Mostly dunks. And what else? The Converse Fear Gods. Those are my
Yeah,
closet
those
as
are
well. Yeah.
Tim,
Yeah, I
what do
don't
you
wear
think of those?
Ultra Boost either, but these look great. Really.
Different. Yeah.
What's the character you're talking about with the smiley face here? I love that.
So from my understanding, that's his like Shmoo logo, it's called, or Shmoo graphic.
Yeah.
It's from like some of the paintings and like artwork that he's done. But yeah, super cool. It's featured on the insole in it is like a bright fluorescent green, like a highlighter color. And it has that same graphic on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, something about it looks like almost like a blanket, you know? It's knit. It has that feeling. It looks like
Mm-hmm.
an Afghan.
Yeah, it looks like a different kind of
Right.
prime net than they usually use.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see those in hand. You wear the Ultra
Mhm.
Boosts a lot. Hey, you got those tie-dye ones. What else you
Yeah,
got?
I wear those Woodstock ones a lot.
Yeah.
And then I have they're like the 4D ones, but the Miami
yeah,
ones, the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Those are really
Orange and
comfy.
green.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I wear my Woodstock Ultra Boost a lot.
What's 4D like?
Um, honestly, it was pretty like stiff at first, but the more you wear it, it kind of like loosens up. It's actually like very similar to Boost once you like break them in a bit, but
And-
they're actually pretty comfy.
It's either impossible to clean that or really easy. I want to know. Can you just hose it down if mud gets in there?
I don't know because like from the outside, it looks like you can like get stuff inside, but it's pretty like dense.
Yeah.
So I've just kind of only wore it on days that I know it's like gonna be decent outside.
Don't risk it.
Put it in
But
this washer.
yeah,
Put
like
it
I
in the
don't know if
washer.
stuff will get stuck inside or not, so I've just like not chanced it kind of thing. But
Okay. I think Tabby's got some real technical difficulties. So Tabasco's saying peace and chicken grease to the Middle East.
For sure.
I'll go over his shoe if you want.
You want to go over that one? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, man. Okay. So we've been loving these pattas.
Yeah,
White
this
one.
is the better one in my opinion. Not the better one, but
Would this be like the fifth one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're doing a white pair.
There's a mono.
They actually confirmed that they're going to be doing this pair. They didn't say when, but yeah, so this picture is from Patta founder, and the pair that he has on is actually not the pair that's releasing from what I understand. They say like Roman forever on the back, and it's like friends and family pair. I believe that the gray on like the actual release pair is going to be more like super light and almost like a white color. Not 100% sure, but the all white pair looks like they should be like really good to
Rizzy.
dye.
Looks good.
Who's
Yeah,
this
there's-
guy?
Hot steps, man.
I think he's like the OVO sound coordinator, something like that. He's like high up at OVO.
Okay. So we're just looking at a picture of Drake courtside. Drake's got those hot steppers on, but the guy beside him has these pattas.
Yeah, I think he's like just a higher up at OVO, but yeah, I don't know if it looks like they should dye really well.
Yeah.
Super easy to wear. I really like
Yeah.
these. This is
I like
probably
them
like
too.
my favorite pair out of all of them, but we'll see.
JV, you had
What's,
the blue pattas in there. Or did they sell
Yes.
already, or have you got them there?
No, I still have them. Size 9. If you guys are looking for one.
Size 9. Everything's 9.
Might as well sell here. Man, I know, man. Because a lot of my collection had to go. I wanted to stick to business. I didn't want to keep anymore because I see money just sitting there instead of me focusing on my goal
Yeah.
and growing the business. So I had to let go. There's a lot of shoes that I have been keeping for a while and have to go like that. I'm a Manier Jordan 3 right there. If those don't sell, it's all good. But if it sells, perfect.
You're at peace with that. Yeah.
Yes, I've accepted
Hoping it doesn't sell.
That's right.
If any of those ALD 550s were a half size bigger, bro, they're mine.
One
Especially the green and yellows, the original pair. Woof.
I just sold those.
I
Yeah.
wore my 550s
Good
for the
for
first
you.
time
I did.
last week,
I did.
and they're way comfier than I thought they'd be.
Yeah.
I
Fredo's
thought
got
they'd-
the Joe Fresh Goods ones, the canvas pair.
I thought they'd be like pretty
Oh.
similar to an Air Force, but I find them way comfier.
Oh man, yeah, they're comfy, easy to rock as well.
Hell
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
out
Air
of
Force,
out
a
of
little
the
clunky.
colorway, I'd probably pick the red one. It looks more classic to me.
Of the ALDs, yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
red one for sure, no doubt.
Yeah, you got some real inventory, but some of your fans like big feet, and everybody they'll take the 12s before anybody even knows that you're stocking them. You know?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And also because I also accept like consignments, and all these guys that been consigning to me, size nines, all of them, like at least 10 pairs that are consigned already, and they're all
Oh.
size 9. Yeah. And then whenever I get 11 and 12s and 13s, gone right away.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah.
quick
Damn.
as Ye fell off the wall. You know?
Yeah. I find it hard to find size 11s right now, man.
Yeah.
It's just everybody's rocking
I
them,
find
or-
even in like the groups in that like 11 and 12, that's like right around my size, and there hasn't been like near as much stuff popping up in that size as there has been.
yeah. I think that's the money size right now.
Yeah.
Yo, when I go for these Chicagos at Christmas, I'll definitely go for that size.
Perfect.
We got one more thing to cover here this week. And it is another New Balance.
Yeah.
So New Balance is having a moment, and whether it's Teddy Santis or ALD or the actual just straight up general releases, it's on. What we're looking at has to do with KITH and Ronnie Feig. Okay? So KITH has been a label for 10 years, and this is the 40th anniversary of the 990. So Ronnie Feig is doing this special on the 990. He's releasing a V1, a V2, a V3, and a V4. Now, the one that is coming out first is the one that is in full family sizing. And he said he wanted to do that just to set up his daughter, which I thought was pretty cute. He says, I needed to make sure my daughter was taken care of. So the first V4 is coming out on the 15th, which is Ronnie's 40th birthday. And I like all of these, especially that like dipped toe one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that one.
Oh, clean.
First pair, this is the one that's coming out first. So it's a simple gray kind of beige base, lots of suede, and then hits of pink on the N, and then purple on the toe box. I've also never seen a shoe deconstructed like this, and I love picturing Ronnie sort of piecing together his gallery of how he's going to make it happen. These are all shoes that have been released before. He went to the vaults to pull out some favorites. These 990s, I love that on the tongue. They got that like waffly pattern at the top. And
I love those
everyone is
colors
wearable.
together, like pink, blue, and purple.
Mm-hmm.
That looks so good. Or pink, blue, and cream. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, cream with
Pink,
those
yeah.
two. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Pops.
Obviously, cream laces will work in
What's
all.
what's retail on these? 150?
Oh my
or-
God. I think it's extra because it's
270?
premium and it's KITH and it's a special edition. But it
Actually,
is,
New Balance is not cheap.
yeah, it's those materials.
I heard.
So, be cool
sorry,
to
go
own a
ahead.
pair of KITH shoes is all. Yeah.
I love KITH, man. I love that brand. I'm a fan for sure. When I went to LA, that was my main store that I had to go to, and that's when I see the money.
I was reading this thing a couple weeks ago, and I guess like some of like the New Balance that are a lot more expensive, it's because of the like actual like running technologies in them. So when there's collabs on them, they're like extra expensive.
Yeah,
And it's not even because they're a collab shoe, it's just because they're like an actual like performance running shoe kind of thing.
quality shoe.
And
Which
they're
I had
proud
no
of where
idea
they're
about.
made. It's not just shipped over
Mhm.
from China. It's made in USA, made in UK, premium materials, actually artisanally assembled. Yeah, you throw a collaboration on top of that, of course it gets expensive. But
That's right, especially KITH.
so what did you buy when you were there?
Some KITH shorts, some KITH hoodies, some shirts. That's about it. That's because they're not cheap, man. KITH is
Yeah.
not cheap.
Yeah, don't forget your money.
Their stuff is nice though.
Oh
And
man,
It's
I
so
love it.
nice.
So nice.
Even
so
just
nice.
their
The
like
store was
basic
beautiful.
tees are so nice.
Yeah. I
The
love them.
store that you went to, JV, did they have ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh, the KITH treats.
Yeah. Oh,
Which
man.
one? Sorry. Somebody's
The KITH
calling me.
store you went to, did they have an ice cream store as well?
Yes. The treats. It's
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
treats.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but I didn't. Should have tried. Lineup was crazy. When I
Yeah.
got there was already lineup in there.
And it's
Dope
expensive
store,
even
man.
in American.
Yeah, everything in LA is expensive, man. Jeez.
Well, where are the other shops? There's like Paris,
Babe Supreme.
Hawaii,
Or
London.
the Hawaii
yeah.
one's crazy.
Yeah.
I've been to New York. That was beautiful as well.
That's a
5
store to
years
be
ago.
in. You know, we've been in
Man.
Lids. I wouldn't mind being in a KITH.
Man, and they always have this
similar vibe.
They always have this theme with all white shoes on the ceiling. I think they had like Jordan 6s in there, like all white.
That's sick.
It was so sick. Wish I took a photo.
They actually have a lot more. I just brought it up here. They have a lot more than I thought they did. They have like a few in New York, Tokyo, Aspen, Paris, Hawaii.
The Tokyo one would be a
Tokyo.
spot
Yeah.
to hit. Yeah.
That one and the
Yeah.
Miami one.
Yeah.
The Miami one would be crazy.
Sneaker show road trip. We do
Yeah.
this thing
wow.
at the end of each episode, JV, where we just like, from the shoes we talked about, make a hypothetical choice. If you were going to rock a pair, if you were going to skip a pair, and if you were going to sell a pair. So it's rock, paper, skippers. We got those KITH 990s, and you can choose any of the 4. We got the Gonzalez Ultra Boosts, and we got the white Patta Air Maxes. Which pair would you wear? Which pair would you sell? And which pair are you going to skip?
I would rock the New Balance, sell the Pattas, skip the Boost.
Valid. That's valid. I would I think I'd rock the Pattas. I'd probably end up dyeing them. Probably sell any of the 990s because all that KITH stuff usually is pretty good for resale.
Yeah.
I like those Ultra Boosts, but I don't know. There's lots of other good options.
Guy skipping his own pair.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's one more thing I'm thinking about just as we wrap up. The reverse mocha from Travis Scott's going to happen at some point. When that happens, I would really like to wear that shoe. Like, wear it. Am I going to drop $1,000 like the day after? Because they always have that dip before they go up to 2,000. It's like the day after they release, the people who are just hitting the raffles to sell them will sell them for the least possible. Is that the smartest time to buy on a shoe that's hot like that? Like, if you're not going to hit it for retail, and I don't want to pay, Jesus, even the original lows are $2,200 now. All of them, all of them are over 2. So if you're going to get a Travis Scott Jordan Low for less than 2 Gs, do you have to buy it like the week of the release? How would you do it?
I'd probably wait for a few weeks because every time lately, whenever something hot releases, the next day or the day when it released is crazy high. And lately, it's usually
once like people start getting
their
their pairs, it usually starts to dip a bit.
That's right.
Like once they start getting them in hand, like 2-3 weeks after.
Yeah, that's what I wait for, is when they're actually touching them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is so much money, I should sell this gold.
Yeah. Well, if I get one, I got
9.5, bro.
9.5. That's my
Or
size, too.
11.5, whatever. Whichever one.
Whatever.
Whichever one falls in your lap.
That's right.
Okay, well, rest in peace, Young Tabasco. It was an all right ep without him. I'm missing him already. Man, he was a good guy, but he'll be missed.
He's incarcerated.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
What's a pair that you like, but you don't like the look on your feet? What's that pair? Something you've been wanting. You bought it, tried them on. Man, I look.
I never bought them, but I remember when I was first getting into shoes, the Yeezy crepe boot. I think it was like season 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love those. I thought they'd be sick, especially for like winter and that. But I just know if I order them, they would not look good.
I've been
fair.
disappointed in the New Balance realm. There was a bodega collab on the 997s. I've never bought a 997. Straight up just bought it in one of the groups from a guy. I was like, I guess give me a size 10. It says they fit snug. It was like the ugliest thing I couldn't get rid of it fast enough. I think it ended up costing me, $20-$30. I didn't make money on that, but I couldn't run the other way faster.
I feel you in that one. I've
Yeah.
had a lot of those.
Yeah. Have you had one where you saw it, you liked it, but then by the time you touched it, your opinion changed?
The Fear of Gods, the boot,
Mm-hmm.
the gray one. Tried them on. Man, I wish I was taller, like 6'2" or something. I look like I'm 4 feet on these boots.
They got that pointed toe, right? Yeah.
Dope shoe. I really like them. I just don't look good on them.
Wild lacing, but yeah, you need long legs in those. Yeah.
Long legs. Yeah.
Okay, so the Instagram, we're looking for coolest rugs, #1. For the Culture and 306 Souls. Shout out to the homies Vintage Sauce. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. Good luck with the store. Everything's looking great, man. Go pick up a piranha when you're in town. For real, connect with this guy. He will hook you up. Make the shopping experience like premium. So that's it for Sneaker Show Podcast.
Can I give a shout out real quick?
Please shout them out.
Man, I want to give a shout out to everyone that's been supporting me, the 306 family, Coolest Rugs, the Vintage Sauce family, my homie Cole Smith. You've been supporting me mentally, emotionally, my man. I appreciate you, and Demi as well. I appreciate you guys. My girlfriend, she's been supporting me emotionally. She's always there for me since day one. My family, thank you. The team, Super Center team, thank you guys so much. Art, you're my man. Thank you so much, guys.
Hey,
thank you.
That's love.
No Peter Griffin, but he's a family guy.
And also, hey, you guys, I appreciate you guys for inviting me here. Such a cool experience. This is new to me, but
Yeah, dude.
I want to come back. For sure.
We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Big
you
love.
so much.
You were one
My
of the
pleasure.
first guests ever on this podcast, and think of how
Yes.
far we've all come from where that was and where we are now.
Crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
It's crazy.
Keep going. Peace out.